Why are our senior citizens going back to work after having retired? Welcome, everyone. I'm Faith and Honor, and if this is your first time here, welcome. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. Yeah, so can someone tell me why are our senior citizens going back to work everywhere I go? Whether it's to Walmart, Dollar General, grocery stores, no matter where you go, you will see our senior citizens, those who can barely walk, are working again after retiring. I will tell you why they're working. Because the little to nothing money that they receive in their Social Security or their disability or their retirement, whatever they are receiving, it is not enough. It is not enough. One of the richest countries in the world, and our senior citizens are going back to work. They're having to work mainly because they cannot make ends meet. They don't have enough money to purchase food or pay their bills or their medication that they so desperately need. One way or another, if they did not go back to work, they would be lacking somewhere, whether it's food and no medication or it's medication and no food. So our senior citizens have chosen to go back to work only because there's not enough money. And y'all, let me tell you, I can actually say this from seeing it on first hand to hand. I know that I have traveled all over the United States and going to these truck stops and seeing senior citizens back there working that could barely get around. Now, somebody tell me, why is that? You know that should not be. It literally touches my heart to see someone who's already worked all their lives having to go back to work just so that they can have, because they may have a spouse who may have passed on and they're responsible for all the bills, and it's just not enough money. And in an economy like this in 2025, where things have gotten ridiculously high, and a lot of people can't afford, not even the younger generation can afford it. But just think about it. Our senior citizens who should be enjoying their lives, who should be traveling and just enjoying the money that they have saved. But they couldn't save anything because everything is so high. People can barely eat. People can barely make a mortgage payment, pay rent. Rent is ridiculous. Tell me why our senior citizens are having to go through something such as this, and they should not. Our senior citizens should be living their happy and golden days. And I don't think it's fair. I do not think it's fair the politicians who are so-called in charge of everything. They make the decisions on our lives. They make decisions whether there's a cost of living raise each and every year. And when they do make that decision, guess what? That decision, just like for this year, going into next year, what? 2.8% increase in the Social Security money. Oh, wow. I guess we can all just live a grand life, right? Little to nothing every single year, and it's not fair. It is not fair to our senior citizens who worked all their lives and that's all that's given to them, you know, for an entire year. Oh, that might be an extra 30 or $40. Excuse me, y'all. That might be an extra 30 or $40 back into their Social Security. But guess what? Insurance, Medicare will take all of that. If not all of that, if it's $40, they're gonna take 30 or 35. So you tell me, how are they supposed to make? How are they supposed to survive? It's not right. It's not fair. And when it comes down to our senior citizens, the politicians don't give a flip. They don't care as long as their pockets are deep. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. I'm not sugarcoating anything. I'm just keeping it real. Politicians only care about themselves. They don't care nothing about the senior citizen. The one who have worked, if you think about it, the senior citizens, in their time when they worked hard. They worked hard for their money. And for the little bit of money back then versus now, and they're still not getting anything, it's not fair. It is not fair. When will things start to change for our senior citizens? When will the politician consider our senior citizens and say, hey, they're really going through a rough time and everything is sky high. Let's help them in a way that we've never helped them before. Let's provide for them as I know that they need it, but they won't do that. They won't do that. The politicians, only thing they're going to look out is for themselves and themselves only and their families. Now that rent has gone up and those senior citizens that don't have a house who's currently renting, the landlords are raising their rents. So their rent could be right at the capacity of what they make. So they have to go back to work so that they can have a roof over their head. And it's not fair. It's not fair to our senior citizens. And when will something get done about it? When will someone look into it and say, hey, we got to look out for our senior citizens. We got to take care of them. But they're not going to do that because they're selfish. Their greed for money, their love for money, and that's all they love and that's all they care about. They don't care about the American people. They don't care about their senior citizens, the things that they're going through, that they're having to go through. They don't even care. And I think that's a sad, sad situation when you put senior citizens on the back burner only so that they can have what they want. It's not about what they need, because they're going to always get what they need, but just the things that they want. Things that they want, they're being selfish. And they are overlooking our senior citizens that are really in great need. They are in great need. And the shutdown really didn't help any of them. It really didn't. You know, a lot of them are out there working and getting minimalistic hours on having to go back to work and try to add to their Social Security money so that they can just maintain and have a roof over their head and just to survive. It's not fair. So yes, I want to kind of put that out there, and I'm wondering, is anyone feeling the same thing that I'm feeling for our senior citizens? Because I know just watching them, just to get up, just to go to work, it's not easy. It's not easy when it's one senior citizen and the other one has gone on and they have to do it all themselves. If I don't ask for anything. This I will ask. Everyone, if you're out there and you see a senior citizen who can barely make it, whatever you do, respect them. Whether they're trying to make it to the door, open the door for them. Or they're trying to pick something up off the ground that they drop, whatever it is, do whatever you can to help a senior citizen. Because they've gotten where they're at just by helping others. So let's lend a hand and help those senior citizens who are in need. A lot of them may not have access to transportation. Let us go and check on the senior citizen. They may be lacking food. It's nothing, and I mean nothing, to give them a box of food, whether you got it from a food pantry or food bank or whatever. A lot of them do not know how to use a computer. They're not computer savvy. They're not tech savvy. Do whatever that you can do to help our senior citizens that are in need. Because they were born in a generation not in the world of computers, but those are the things they just don't know how to do. So if anyone out there, if you have a grandmother or aunt, cousin, or whatever that's a senior citizen, check on them. Go by the house and check on them. Because a lot of times they'll get in their state of depression where they don't want to do anything and they would just sit. Check on the senior citizens. Check on them because of all that they've gone through or going through in their lives. They need help and they need love too. So I hope you guys got something out of this. Don't forget to subscribe. Everyone have a blessed evening.